Are you ready for the lightning round of demos from Apstra? I hope so, because the Apstra operating system automates every single lifecycle stage and, design, build, deploy, validate, operate, and it's a bit too much to digest in one sitting. I've done it often, and we decided to break it down for these into these easily digestible 5 minute or so chunks because we're here to help. Okay, so let's get to it. The first part is the design stage. Now check this out. We're actually automating the whole design of your network, okay? Nobody's doing this. It's really cool. Okay, so now this is a real demo, by the way. This is actually, you can actually look here. Here's a pod, and actually these are real switches, virtual switches though, but they're real. But we're gonna go back to the design stage, right? So we're gonna design a template, okay? Now a template is effectively a reference architecture, okay? This is how we build networks. And we know architects have been doing this for a long time, and they create, they get a lay of the land, how our network's being built. They talk to all the vendors, and in the early days, you could just listen to Cisco. They'll tell you how to build networks, or maybe you were smart enough, or you had the luxury to go shop it elsewhere, and you would come up with some other designs. But I think now, and probably since Arista showed up and got really competitive in the data center space, the jury's back, and the way you build networks is via a class two-stage BGP-based leaf spine design. Okay, right? I think everybody agrees with that. And if you don't agree with that, drop us a note, and we'd love to have that argument or discussion, which we should say. But if you accept that's how they build networks, then great. And this is how we are building reference architectures. Okay, but there are things involved when you do that. That we need, input on. It's not, and it's sort of one design fits all in the data center space. You could argue that, but certainly there's different scale levels and redundancy and stuff like that. And that's what we go through here. Okay, so now back to templates. Now, if we want to design a new template, there's really two ways to do it. We can say create template, okay, and you can do either rack-based or server-based, okay. So when I build maybe I want like 10 HPC racks, and I want 5 layer 3 compute racks, and that's kind of the rack-based way. Servers, you say, listen, I have 1,000 servers. I'm trying to build a data center, and I want to be able to serve build it for 1,000 servers. Okay, so let's just do rack-based here for now. And okay, so now we're back in here, and so we'll call this demo reference architecture. Okay, and are you going to connect the edge via layer 2 or layer 3? Everybody's got their little preference there, so really up to you. We give the option to both. When you start running containers and you're running routing protocols on the end device, well, you need layer 3. If you're just running servers that are maybe trunking, .1x or whatever, then layer 2 is fine. Okay, routing policy. Do you want the leaf switches to have the full routing table, or you just want a default route? Most of the default routes fine. DHCP, do you want a DHCP service? Probably not, but maybe you do. Who knows? We have the option to do that or not. Okay. Okay, now racks. So if you go to the racks and you see, okay, I want to build. This is really how you're going to build your reference architecture. It's kind of cool because we have these racks. We already populated these, but you can create your own. It doesn't matter. But let's just say, okay, I have these HPC, high performance compute. Okay, so I want 5 of those. Okay, so let me add those. Okay, now we're going to build this on the fly as we're looking here. Okay, and we actually calculate the amount of bandwidth that you need, which will kind of be interesting later when we figure this out. When we figure out the whole design. Okay, but what else do I want? Well, I also want some, standard layer 3 compute. Okay, and maybe I want 10 of those. Okay. So let's add those, and great. And then I got, and then MC-led compute. These guys who are dual homed, right? Maybe I want 4 of those. Okay. So okay, there you go. There I got. Now see this? This is still red, right? When things are red, means you have to populate more stuff. Okay. So this is what it looks like. No one's going to do this because it's a single spine. Who does that, right? Well, so here I have external routers. Okay. So external routers shows how am I going to get out of this new pod I'm building? Maybe to the internet, or maybe just to your legacy device, your legacy infrastructure. So give me 4 of those. And for now, it's not going to all go to the same spine. We'll change that in a second. But I want to connect to 40 gig. Okay, and I can connect to the spine, or I can connect to one of the leaves. But let's connect off the spine for now. Okay. Okay. Now spine. What am I going to look at? Well, spine. It needs 168 40 gig ports. Okay. Well, fair enough. So now, if you see here are your options. Okay. And these are. You notice the AOS. AOS means that we haven't assigned vendors yet, right? Remember, we're vendor agnostic. So we're building this that can support any vendor. So we don't want to tie to a vendor quite yet. Now most vendors have 32 by 40 ports, right? The Broadcom base switches, right? So maybe that'll do it for us. And I like 4, and you see we're trying to build this out here, okay, like that. So you have 4, great. But that's only 128 ports, and we need 168, so that's not going to get it done. So maybe there's some other port. Here's 64 by 40. I like that one. And I can do 4 of those too, right? I can also do 2. Let's see. No, 2, it says, no, that's not enough. Okay, how about 3? I could do 3, and that actually gives me enough for my data center, right? And it's up to you if you like the idea of having 3 or not, okay? Now, external routers, I told you have 4 ports now, so that looks a little, I'm just like I like symmetry, right? So now the external routers are connected here, and there'll be more than one router. You're not going to have a single point of failure, but just for the purposes of design. Okay, so everything looks green here now, so cool. Let me create this. And let's see what he says. Okay, so I now have a new template called Demo Ref Architecture. Okay, this kind of summarizes what we chose here. Okay, you can go in and change this after the fact too. The rack types, I got 4 MC lag, I got 10 layer 3 compute, 5 layer 2, great. Here's external routers, and this is what it's going to look like. Okay, that's it. We designed it. That's the end of the stage. But if you wait 10 more seconds, I'm going to show you the next stage, which is actually the build stage. And that's really cool. We actually create all the configurations by just pressing some buttons. We choose the vendors too, and then we can change from one vendor to another. So hopefully I'll see you in 10 seconds. Otherwise, come back in another time. Okay? Thank you.